From Tiffany, I normally would not ask outsiders for advice, but I'm at a loss. My husband and I were young when we got married. I was 19 and he was 27. We were both in the Army. He's from California. I'm from Tennessee. We have 3 children together and have now been married for 9 years. So I'm assuming your children, I'm going to assume you had the children in wedlock, and so the children are young. As I've gotten older, my priorities have changed. I'm tired of living in California. I pay the bills and the cost of living is almost suffocating. Boy, you got that right. If I was to die today, my husband would have no clue what bills to pay. I'm retired and my income will not change no matter where we live. I've tried to live in California for 7 years, but she wants to go back to Tennessee. If we moved to Tennessee, we could live on my income alone. My husband does not seem to care about the same things that I care about. We've really started fighting about things when he told our children that Jesus wasn't real. We've talked about a divorce and have agreed to the terms. We still love each other, but our differences are becoming a real problem. We both come from divorced homes, and we don't want to put our children through that. While we still have love for each other, we are afraid that if we stay together, we will start to hate each other. Can we save our marriage? Well, I don't know if you can save your marriage, obviously. That's yet to be determined. I can tell you this, though. People look at this the wrong way. They say that we have these problems and therefore our marriage is in trouble. But the truth is actually the reverse. Your marriage is in trouble and therefore you have these problems. So the thing is, you want to work on the marriage. The marriage is not you and it's not him. It's a third thing. It is devastating to young children when people break up. Now, there are things that trump that. Addiction. They usually say it's the 3 A's: addiction, adultery, and I can't remember what the last, abuse. Those are the 3 things that trump that. But if those things are not there and you say you still love each other and there might be a chance for you to get together, what I would say is work on the marriage and see if the other problems start to get less. So what does that mean? It means working on the way you communicate, the way you talk about things, the way you relate to your children. It could be very helpful to get a third person, a therapist in here who can work with couples and teach them to communicate. So many times in marriage, people are talking about one thing, but they are using words that describe another. So you're having an argument about the paint in the living room, but you're really having an argument about the fact that you feel neglected or that your husband isn't working. Why isn't your husband working? You might be having all kinds of anger issues and not know why. And sometimes a marriage therapist can help you with that. But the thing is, I think the marriage is worth work. I can't tell you or promise you the marriage can be saved, but I can tell you that with young children, the marriage is worth working on to save. And I think that the 2 of you should really do that, even if it means bringing in a third person, a counselor.